called Frosty Dinghy, and I'm the Dolphin, and you're the Flounder.
Well, I guess. I think it should be Dr. Parker, but... All right, here we are. Fun-filled episode of Frosty Dinghy. Cage Dolphin, the Flounder here. Cope, that looks like a lot of sunshine behind you. What the hell you got going on?
Well, that would be the Gulf. We were down in Galveston, Texas. We are on a little trip down there. We had to take boat parts to Sherman and then kept going. So we got the seat stands and everything down to Scott, the old operation manager. And then we're going to drop some more stuff off on the way back through. What have you been up to?
Very
Anything fun,
nice.
exciting?
Well, so it's funny. We keep having these recurring themes come up on our show. And so I want to kind of talk about the tipping again real quick. Me and my wife and my daughter, one of my daughters went out to breakfast yesterday morning. Went out to this great restaurant. It used to be called Dunkin's. It's now called like Legends Cafe. It's in like this old building in downtown Council Bluffs, right? And it's really cool. It's kind of got communal seating. So like they'll have like big tables that you might have 2-3 different groups sitting at. And it Dunkin's, I don't think lasted past the COVID era because of, everything that happened during COVID. But the waitresses there, I think there was 3 of them. Maybe there was 4. I can't remember. But literally, they just treated everybody like they were their own patron. Like one took our order, another one brought out food. We had everybody filling drinks, everybody checking to see how things were. It was awesome. Went to pay my bill and I literally hit the 30% tip. It was great. My coffee never went empty or water never went empty. My one daughter, they asked her, I don't know, 1,700 times if they wanted a refill on her drink. It was very impressive service. And that's where I understand, like when you're doing a job like that and you are probably getting good tips because you are providing great service. I can see taking the risks maybe of not having a higher wage because it probably would cost them money. But it was excellent service, it was excellent food. So props to them over there.
Well, it sounds like a great time then. We haven't, on this whole trip, we haven't got any bad service at all. I mean, we stopped at an all-you-can-eat sushi place where they make it right in front of you the whole time. Basically, you order what you want, and then they go bring you like 3 or 4 little rolls of it. Then they bring you the next thing and stuff like that. So they definitely got their more than 25% tip at that place. We've stopped at every place on the island, had great service. There's only one place that service was a little bit off, but the food quality made up for it. So the tip was still right up there. I mean, they're working in the off season down here in Galveston, so they have to be very, very attentive or they don't make any money because the amount of people at the restaurants has dropped off quite a bit. It's a seasonal place to work in the service industry down here.
Right on.
But we did get somebody out into water and on a real beach for the first time ever. She seemed to enjoy that quite a bit. Did not get to do the pleasure pier though with the Ferris wheel and roller coasters and stuff like that. They got out on where the hotel used to be. I worked across the street from. It got really, really windy and rainy last night, so we didn't get a chance, and there was lightning in the air and shit, so held off on that a bit. Didn't think that'd probably be the best thing to get electrocuted on top of a Ferris wheel.
No. I mean, there's not much worse places to do it than that, to be honest.
The weather's been really good. We sat this is about the only, like I was told earlier, this is about the only place that we've ever been where you can get a sunburn at the pool bar in October. They had a heated pool and 73 degrees, so we definitely piled into the pool bar for a few hours and watched the Texas game.
Just out of curiosity, how many people got up and left to go to the bathroom? I sat at the bar for a couple hours there.
I did not, but everybody else did. I held mine the entire time. I did not pee
in the pool bar. Yeah, I bet.
No, everybody else got out at least 2 or 3 times to go pee. I did not pee at the pool bar. I did not. I wasn't taking the chance of having the blue cloud just show up around me.
It's not even warm. It's hot.
So yeah, we're definitely not gonna take the blue cloud risk on that one. The seats were quite high for a pool bar, though. Normally they keep you under about 6 inches of water. When you got on these seats, there was literally only like 2 inches of water above them. So the only thing in is the bottom of your legs and your feet.
So that's a good play on their part. So that way you couldn't just sit there and pee all day.
Well, you can, but you might hear some splash.
That would be way more embarrassing to do it there than if your whole bottom is underneath.
But we did end up with the old sunburn from hanging out at the pool bar. Went to I know we talked about this on one of our episodes, the Huli Huli Hut. You remember me talking about that on here? About
Kind
the
of.
restaurant that you had to go out of the restaurant, go around, and then you went into like a bar.
I do
Well,
remember now.
since the last time I was here, they have redone the building. They shut the restaurant, most of the restaurant side off, and opened up the entire bar side. Put 2 garage doors on it to go out to patios, one on either side of the building. So that changed the entire look and feel of the place, and it like turned it super fancy, but it still had the same food quality. It's really good food. We started comparing. We'd order certain things at certain restaurants to compare which one was better. Huli Huli Hut has the better fish. The Fish Tales has the better shrimp kisses, the bacon wrapped jalapeno infused shrimp. So those are
That
definitely
sounds
better there.
that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. So there's going to be pictures and stuff popping out on the old TikTok and Insta and YouTube, X, Facebook, all the fun stuff that you never look at, and it'll have all the comparisons of the restaurants and stuff that we went to. We might even do a few Frosty Dingy restaurant reviews this week
I
and
like
stick
it.
them out there. And then you should probably get one recorded for your waitress service, to record a quick one for whatever restaurant it is and how much you like their service, and we'll get that one out there too.
I think I already did it. I think we just cut right from what I said. Why redo perfection?
Oh, so you want me to do it? I got it. Got it.
It's like the Tenacious D song tribute. I could try to do it again, but it's never going to be as good.
I think you're just lazy.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
That's outstanding. So we did get to compare Hiltons on this trip as well. I will definitely stay at Hilton every time I come down here now. It is fucking nice. They got a bar, they got a restaurant, they got a swim up bar. They got all kinds of fun shit here. I only use
All
like
right.
2% of it.
So are you talking just that specific Hilton there in Galveston, I assume is what you're talking about? Or
This one in Galveston by far is the best hotel I've stayed at down here. But even the one in Sherman, the Hilton there was pretty good. They had good service. They got to make fun of people in the morning, and it was a good time.
well, I don't think I've ever stayed at a bad Hilton, to be honest. So I think that's fair.
I think I've come up with the plan. I'm only going to stay at Hilton, so maybe I'll run into Paris.
Good luck with that.
Well, if we start making enough money, we'll start staying at the right Hiltons.
All right. Bet.
Oh, so what have you been up to this week? Anything good? You guys do anything fancy?
During the week it was just mostly work. Then of course Friday night we had Halloween. My wife tore out the carpet in our dining room, and right now we're trying to get rid of decades old padding underneath the carpet. We're going to be putting in laminate flooring in the dining room, which will be a nice change. I think it should look very, very good. Yeah, so that's been about it. My son has borrowed the camper and he's down camping with some friends. So once I get off here, I gotta go get the camper, get that all cleaned out and parked and winterized, and camper would probably be put away for the year at that point. And yeah, that's a nice little Sunday.
Should ship it down to Texas and let Scott rent it out for you. Make you a little bit extra
Yeah,
bank.
no, I think at this point I just want to get it put away, and we haven't really been out as much. We've used it a fair amount, but I think other people have used it more than we have this year, which is kind of depressing. This last month, which is really the time I really like to go camping, we didn't really get a chance to go at all. We've just been busy. It's life of having 2 seniors, I guess. I don't know. It's we got their big senior pictures hung up on our wall. That looks really
Oh, you meant
nice.
the kids. I thought you were talking about you and Amy being seniors now. Do you get the discounts when you go to McDonald's?
You're older than me, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I don't act it. Okay, so you're on senior pictures. Where are you going from senior pictures on that one?
Yeah,
Or did
no,
your old timer skip in?
that was basically it. We got them hung up, so that's kind of a level for us. Our kids are getting to that point where they're going to be, we're in the final countdown, I mean, Charlotte keeps reminding us that it's her last Christmas, and it's yeah. So,
It's not her last Christmas. She'll have more.
oh, definitely. But she loves to she's really laying it on thick.
She's making sure mom feels bad.
Oh, and dad.
That'll probably be a big change for you guys then, won't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So we actually did something that I lived in Texas for some years, and I've been to Texas on multiple occasions, and I'd never been to a Buc-ee's ever.
How did you just intentionally avoid them because you thought they were lame or something? Or like, I know you deny yourself joy. And maybe this is the new girlfriend allowing you to enjoy the better things in life.
Yeah, way to give her a complex. What are you doing?
Oh, my lights just turned off down here in the basement, so I had to turn them back on.
No. I'd never avoided Buc-ee's. Every time I was here, Scott's like, "Oh yeah, we'll stop at a Buc-ee's," and we just never did. And without me driving on the vacation part of it, most of the time, we just never went to where there was a Buc-ee's. But me living down here, there's pretty much no excuse because I drove by one every day. It's just I never got gas there. I mean,
Well,
but
I mean, let's be honest. Most of them are like they're like the Walmart of gas stations. It's kind of excessive, which is kind of awesome at the same time. But yeah, I mean, we saw it, we were there. Um, but I don't think if I lived in the area, I don't think it'd be my first choice of gas station, just because it's kind of a touristy gas station.
well, we got a picture of Buc-ee, like the actual statue outside at one of them, because now I've been to two of them in the same trip, the same drive from Sherman to Galveston. We hit two of them. So we got video footage of the first one, the inside. It was huge. I mean, it was, like you said, the Walmart of gas stations. Well, the recording paused because Scott tried calling. So I'll have to edit that out in a minute. But no, so we stopped at the first Buc-ee's, and there was a lot of excitement going into this Buc-ee's from one side of the car. But we I recorded I held the phone about right here, so it didn't look like I was actually recording people. It just looked like I was a little extra on how I carried my phone. And I walked around and through the whole store, and I got about 30 minutes of Buc-ee's recorded that I'll go through and we'll make a video out of or something like that. But it was definitely huge inside that one, and there wasn't that much.
Huge.
Yeah, there wasn't that many people in that one at the time because it was early. 9:30 in the morning or something like that. So it wasn't horribly busy, but they had all the meats going. They had the wall of jerky. I ended up buying two of those. One Buc-ee outfit, and then one of the long PJs of a Christmas style of Buc-ee outfit that I'm gonna make my cousins wear. I think that'd be funny.
I have one of the hats, like the wicker hats with
Yeah,
the Bucky's. Yeah, I got one of those, which was really nice on the beach down there in South Padre.
yeah. So we finally got out of the first one after they snagged a brisket sandwich, which was really good. All of their food was pretty damn good in there. We did not get the beaver nuggets though. We didn't get the Buc-ee nuggets. We'll have to get those in Texas City when we stop at that one on the way off the island down here. And then we were disappointed with the second Buc-ee's that we stopped at. It was half the size of the first one, and it was just cram packed full of people. And it wasn't the same environment. I mean, it was, of course, they're 190 miles away from each other, but it was just on the north edge of Houston, and it didn't have the same feel as the first Buc-ee's that we really liked. But it did have the statue outside that I got a picture of.
Well, I don't remember the town of the one we went to when we were going down there. It was south of Waco. We drove down to Waco the first day, and then we went down to South Padre from Waco the second day. And we went to the ones it was south of Waco, and it was fine. It was, it was a Walmart gas station. It was a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can spend hours in there if you looked at every little thing in most of them. But it's like going to any one of the big department stores, big chain like Sam's Clubs and stuff like that. there's a lot of crap in there to look at. But it was a good time.
Oh yeah.
We got to the second one, and there were so many people at this one that there was lines at the gas pumps. You had to get in line to get to a gas pump.
That's fairly impressive actually, because they have like 100 gas pumps usually.
Yeah, you literally had a car pulled up behind you every time. We got lucky and snuck right behind somebody just leaving, so we got in there. And the car in front of us pulled a little bit too far, and our car pulled a little bit too far forward. So when we got done pumping, one of us was going to have to back up a little bit. But remember, there's a line of cars behind you. So as soon as we put it in reverse and started creeping back, the guy behind us laid on his horn. Like, we didn't know he was there. As I just looked at him while I put the nozzle away and got in the car. But he wanted to lay on his horn, almost enough to make me get out and go have a talk. Have the old calm down button talk and maybe bring his horn back with me. You know, one of those talks.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. But other than that, that's the worst thing that we've had happen the whole trip is sitting in line at a gas station, somebody honking a horn at us. We didn't even get lost in Houston or Dallas. It was a pretty good trip.
That's awesome.
So did you see any of your college football games this weekend?
I was running around like crazy yesterday. I didn't get a chance to see anything. I guess I caught the end of the USC Nebraska game last night. We went over to did some karaoke over in Walnut, but yeah, that was all I saw was the end of the USC Nebraska game.
Well, Dursky has tasked us with double downing on our post that raised a little bit of controversy. So LSU is not having a good season. The season that everybody thinks they are.
In fact, I said in my resume because I figured why not? Why not me?
Yeah. So we're gonna get that one doubled down on here. I'm gonna make a follow-up video on that one. And if you pull up the stats, I'm pretty much right on for Saquon too. At 9 games in, and he's got 528 yards.
You know, and I wouldn't say this is a Saquon problem, to be honest with you. Their offensive line has not been as good. I still think, you know, and I don't know how we decide 1,300 is the benchmark of a good season. Growing up was always 1,000. If he hits 1,000, I'm saying it was still a good year for him. So
I don't think he's having a good season. So not the season that everybody remember. The over/under was 1,400 and change or something like that.
I guess I'll
have to look it up.
I didn't remember what it was. I'd have to see.
Yeah, I went based off of his normal yearly stats that he produces, and he had one super huge season. All the rest of them have been maybe 1,000 yards or less. So I didn't think there's any way in hell he's going to make it over 1,450 something, whatever the hell the thing is. I'll look it up when I make the video and splice it in there. But I think the Eagles, like I said, are dropping off hard. I don't think they're the team that everybody thought they were.
Yeah, they haven't been playing very well lately. So
and the tush push.
It's interesting.
That tush push bullshit they pulled where they took away a fumble, that was a bunch of bullshit too.
I'll be honest, I don't have a problem with the tush push. It's illegal football play. People cry about it because they can't figure out how to stop it typically. But the Vikings went ahead and they just had a defense. Did you see what the Vikings did against it?
No, I didn't get to see any of it.
They literally just took their one of their defensive linemen and had them lie perpendicular right in front of the center so they couldn't get underneath of them.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, that's the fun thing about the NFL is people will come up with different ways to score and be successful. And it'll take defenses a little bit to catch up. But once they catch up, it's solved. And then offenses need to evolve again. That's the fun thing about the NFL is it's always an evolving game.
Well, if they're going to allow the offense to push a quarterback forward through a pile, defenses should be allowed to push one of their defenders through the pile as well. But you can't shove defensive players through the line. They took that away years ago.
Well, I don't. I'll have to take your word on that. I know you're not allowed to use another player to launch over a pile, but I don't know about the whole shoving thing.
Yeah, you can't push defenders through. That's why they took that away so they couldn't push people through the line and block kicks and stuff because it was hurting the long snapper and shit. But the offense can still push players forward. Defense cannot push their players forward.
Well, and it wouldn't surprise me at some point where if the NFL comes up and actually says that's illegal, as far as the pushing, because you'll see offensive linemen come up from behind and if their running back is getting tackled, he'll run up and basically shoulder tackle everybody forward. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's a potential for injuries there. And one thing the NFL does really try to do is it tries to avoid injuries. It tries to make the game as safe as possible. So I could see where they make that type of thing illegal. Obviously, to me, it looks like the tush push is mostly just a quarterback sneak. And yeah, do they get a little back push? Yes, but it's mostly just a quarterback sneak. So I think they got to be very careful about how they decide to word it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying on that. But the NFL never makes the right decision, so they'll probably leave everything the way it is and let people keep thinking that the Chiefs don't get penalties because they're the Chiefs. And they'll probably allow you to put Angel Reese as your starting quarterback. So that way she can throw bricks, not just shoot them.
Poor Angel Reese.
Pull the Brett Favre and throw a pass and then catch it yourself when it gets blocked for your first completion. You know, all the fun stuff.
Poor Angel Reese. You're so mean to her.
I do not have access to the NFL schedule right now, so we can't do the weekly breakdown on her. But what I will be doing later this week is compiling some of the videos and stuff that I took down here and adding on to another short episode to break down a little bit of Galveston, the Galveston trip and stuff like that. Some of the stuff that we did down here. A little bit of the sushi. You will get to see Scott's Taco. Operation Manager Scott's Taco will be present on one of the social apps.
I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with seeing his taco.
I don't know. It looked pretty yummy from the angle that I was recording it from. He just had it out on display for everybody to gawk at, so I figured I better get that little tidbit for you. So hopefully the boat's going to be done and ready for next season with all the stuff that I brought down, but I will have to keep everybody on top of that one. I brought lights and chairs and seats and all kinds of stuff down this trip, so we'll get her headed the right direction anyway.
Well, that'd be awesome. That would be pretty amazing to get that bad boy out on the water and actually have something we're actually endorsing on the Frosty Dinghy Show, and that is the whole reason why we started this.
Yeah, and it turned us into talking about everything but boating. But there will be a lot of ships out in some of the videos in the Gulf, but we didn't get to drive any of them. No captaining was done. A little bit of "Oh Captain, My Captain" and some Captain Morgan, but no admirals though. We didn't run into any admirals.
Well, he is second-rate captain.
So you got any other pressing things that you want to cover? Because I have about 15 minutes before I have to start getting ready for checkout.
I don't think so, buddy. You just have a safe drive home. Make sure you bring me back a case of Lone Star.
No, we already had you figured in for 2 cases on the way out of town.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So just travel safe, drive safe. Tell the girlfriend to put the girls away. I can see them in the background.
Now you're going to have everybody staring at the fucking screen trying to look at the window to see some girls.
So, anyways, no, it sounds good. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon, huh?
All right. Well, sorry for the short episode this week, but with me being on location, I didn't get to really do too much research for us this week. So we will get the trip moving on, and I'll just double up some episodes this week.
Sounds good, buddy. We'll catch you later.
All right, man. Later. It's called Frosty Dinghy, and I'm the Dolphin, and you're the Flounder.
Well, I guess. I think it should be Dr. Parker, but...